Hi, I'm Sifu Sam, the spiritual light warrior, and I'm here now to teach you your first lesson, which is called the Shaolin Yau Kung Mun, Tong Chi Kuen, the first form. Now, the first form is the basics of all martial arts that you will find, especially in relation to the southern style of the Shaolin Temple. The northern style uses very deep, low, and very wide stands. The southern style uses very close, very tight, compacted stands due to the land surface and due to the areas of the land in China. So I'm going to now start to explain to you a little bit about the form and a little bit of what I'm going to teach you for the basics of Shaolin Yau Kung Mun. Now, the first thing is what we call the basic stances. You know, the old saying is they say that you have to learn to walk before you can run. So the first thing I'm going to be teaching you is the basic stances. You've got front stance, which is called bow and arrow. You've got horse stances. You've got the crossover stance, cat stance, and the horse kneeling stance. These are all very important basics of this Shaolin Yau Kung Mun. But they are also the basics of nearly all martial arts. Now, the other thing I'm going to teach you is that Tong Chi Kuen in Chinese means the warming up of the joints. Now, the first level I'm going to teach you is to warm up the joints in your hands and your legs, your waist, and basically doing a basic warm-up before you get into the really fast and very complicated art of the other forms that I'm going to show you in future presentations. Now, the next thing I'm also going to show you in this first level is what we do in the Shaolin Yau Kung Mun is also conditioning. And what is conditioning? Conditioning is being able to condition certain parts of the body and the bones to be able to take impact. So I'll be showing you the special herbal medicine that I make and that I've learned from the masters, which is called Dita Jiao, which means in English, iron bone heating wine. I'm also going to show you how to condition them by using bamboo chopsticks, which is an easy way to do it by yourself, or you'll learn how to do it with wooden dummies, and you'll also learn how to do it with other equipment, from the shins to your stomach, to your forehead, and to your forearms. The next thing I'm also going to explain to you is that there are so many different types of conditionings that you have to learn when you're doing martial arts. Now remember, do not do these exercises and try to catch up or try to do what I do unless you're experienced in martial arts. This will help you in whatever martial arts you do, and it'll also help you to broaden your understanding of your martial arts or the martial arts that I'm going to share with you. I hope you like it, and I'm going to come with you in just a second and show you how to practice this form. Okay, the first stances, which is the basics of all martial arts, is the bow and arrow stance. What we normally do is we put our hands on the waist so that we keep our waist straight, and all we do is step forward. We step forward so that the knee goes on a 45-degree angle, and you shouldn't be able to see your actual toes. And when you look straight down, this is how you should look. Keeping your body forward, keeping your back leg basically straight, slightly bent, so it supports you like a bow and arrow. And then what happens is you're also protecting your center line, your groin, from being kicked as you move forward. Basically like this. And the side view is like this. Forward, bent. As you can see, there's a slight bend. And as you can see, I'm bending it so I can't see my toes, and I'm protecting my center line from being hit. Let's try this. Now that's the basics of your front stance or your bow and arrow stance. And you should do that in a movement where you're basically always moving forward or moving sideways in all directions, like that. And don't forget,
Shoot! Yes! Well, stranger.
Now I'm going to take you through the next stance. It's also a simple one. It's the horse stance. It is the base and the foundation of all martial arts. And basically, it's taught by putting your legs together and you do a full twist. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Straight. Bend your knees so you can't see your toes. Keep your back straight and have your shoulders and body straight, and you hold this stance. This is called the horse stance, like you're riding a horse. Very easy, very simple, but very powerful. Builds up the stances, builds up this energy, this chi energy through your coccyx and through your knees and through your body like this. If you look at it on the side, it will look like this. See, my back is not bent, it's not arched, and it's straight. This is the importance of the horse stance, and this is how you would use it on a side movement. Now, another important fact about the horse stance is that once you've got your balance and you find your center of gravity, this is where you build up energy from doing Qigong exercises. And this is the basics of horse stance. Now the next stance is also simple. It's called a cat stance. It's one of my favorites. I used to watch Bruce Lee move in his cat stance position, always moving like that. It's a cat stance because you're moving with 25% of your weight on your back foot and 75% on your back foot and 25% on your front foot so that you're light. And what you're doing is you're creating a bit of an L shape. Your waist is forward, and that way this foot is able to transfer energy going down, going forward, and of course with kicking. This is the most important part, that you're able to kick with this leg, or the leg that is forward, because there's less weight on it and it goes on your toes like this, like a cat. Okay? So this is important. Cat stance. Cat stance. Cat stance. Remember, your heels face each other. And basically 75%, 25% of weight transferring. Okay, now the next one is called a crossover stance. You'll see that very, very oftenly done like this. You cross over the stance. And how we do it is we basically sit our feet over like that, drop the knees into each other, give yourself balance so that you can move and you stay straight. So you're in a crossover stance. Crossover stance. Always crossing over. Okay, that's a very simple one. It's used a lot in closed positions, especially when you have to have a wall or you've got someone who's going to move into you and you can't move like you would in a front stance or a full stance. So you cross over and push them out of your way. That way you don't have to worry if your balance or your energy is transferring into right way. Now the last one, which is very much a Yau Kung Mun style stance, is called a horse kneeling stance. Now the horse kneeling stance is also another one of my favorites. Now this stance it's created by lifting your left or right foot, flipping, and then going down into that position. Now this is a horse kneeling stance. We can also bring a knee down. Now this stance is also done left and right. So you go down like this, down like this. This is how we use this technique. It's used for takedowns. It's used for deflecting and going down low against kicks and against all sorts of techniques that you will learn in the Yau Kung Mun style. So this is again the horse kneeling style. Watch. What? And that is the horse kneeling style. Now next, what I'm going to show you is a few basic exercises you can do with your partner or your assistant so that you can develop these stanzas. So I'm going to come back to you with these techniques of training and conditioning your body. Hi everyone, I'm Sifu the spiritual light warrior, and I'm here to show you how to do a basic front stance exercise with your partner. Now we're basically locking our legs in at 45 degrees with our waist forward, hands on our hips, and what we're doing, we're putting pressure on our knee area, making sure that our waist is forward, our body is straight, and as I put pressure on his knee, he feels it, he puts pressure on my knee. And you keep on doing this for as long as you can, both left and right feet. Then what I want you to do is you actually do what we call a seesawing action, where you bend forward, he relaxes, and then he bends forward, I relax, and we go like this. This is the training exercises where you can learn that when you're doing a front stand and you get into a position with your opponent, you're able to lock your foot in a 45-degree angle into his foot, and then you'll be able to break his knee. This is a very important exercise that you practice doing the front bow and arrow stand in the Yau Kung Mun style. The change foot. Again, right forward. And this is the basic exercises that you will do when it comes to basically the front bow and arrow stance. Now this is the first Yau Kung Mun form. It's the basis of all Yau Kung Mun forms. It's called Tong Chi Kuen, warming up the joints. That's the complete form.